Welcome to a series of studies on prayer. Why is it that God asks us to pray? If God is omnipotent, and we know He is, that means He's powerful enough to do anything He wants to do apart from us. God's omniscient, all-knowing. If He already knows what we're going to pray about, talk to Him about, why do we need to tell Him? And if God is omnipresent, always with us, why do we have to pray for His presence in our lives? Those were all questions I had that prompted me to start on a series of lessons about prayer. Why does God ask us to pray? Prayer is an ongoing, daily, moment-to-moment conversation with the Creator of the universe, the one who created us. Why is it that Paul said, pray without ceasing? How is that even possible? And yet I think it's one of the most important verses for us to understand about prayer. Prayer is not something we do in a moment. It is an attitude. It is a state of being with God. And that's what I want us to discover as we go through these lessons and find out why people prayed to God, what were their answers, what did God do in their life as a result of their prayers. So I wrote this study so that we could learn to walk with Him, to live in His presence, and to know what it means to live a life of unceasing prayer. If we see our earthly lives as a journey, I like to often call it a road trip, then we have to realize that this life we live and all of its important moments really aren't our destination. This life is not the purpose of our existence. Our heavenly lives are that purpose. And prayer is one of the ways we keep that in mind. Our earthly journey has detours. It has potholes in this road trip we're on that cause us to be distracted sometimes or even to take a wrong turn. Prayer is often the way God brings us back into that right journey with Him. So in many ways, prayer is like our GPS. And the question is it on all the time, or do we just turn it on when we need it? We have a voice in our lives that is always speaking to us, always telling us to take this turn, or this exit, or turn around, which is the actual meaning of the word repent. We have help in our lives, and we access that help through our prayers. Corrie ten Boom was a survivor of the Holocaust, losing her whole family during that time. And she was speaking to a group one time when she asked a question that I thought was a great thing for us to think about today as we start this new study. She said, is prayer your steering wheel, or is it your spare tire? If you'll think about that, that would be step one in knowing why you want to join us for these lessons on prayer. We're going to do our best to put prayer in our hands, in the position God intended it to be. He wants it to be the steering wheel so that He can guide our lives. I'm glad you're going to join us for this study on prayer.